How's it going, guys? Welcome to the Piggy Bank podcast, your favorite casual gaming podcast with your casual gaming buds. My name is Phil. I'll be your host for today and every day that I'm still alive. Here with my good friend, Connor Elliott.
I don't have anything interesting to say. Tavin, though, I sitting across from him and knowing him for as long as I have, I can tell when he wants to do some quip. And I don't know if he just decides to not say it or he's waiting for another time to say it. So let's see.
Who's Tavin? I haven't introduced this person yet.
Oh,
I don't
you're
know
right.
who that is.
They wouldn't know. Who would, really? Who cares? Really?
And sitting across the table from him, best man to my wedding extraordinaire, Tavin Bothel.
This will be Phil's last day hosting the podcast.
Oh, yeah, you're going to do it?
The last day.
That's what you think.
Oh.
Because I'm going to murder him. I'm going to commit murder
He hasn't done anything to you today.
in Minecraft.
Are we? I mean, I think we're still in the first minute. You can't say that.
It's fine. Well, minute and 7 seconds as of right now.
We're no longer
we
going
are.
to get any money from this.
Oh no, we're not gonna, guys. We're gonna be
fucked.
repressed in the
Well,
algorithm.
let me tell you what we're not going to get money from. This, of course, is our casual gaming podcast where we all come together and play mini games where we kind of come together. We don't talk to each other at all during the week because we hate each other outside of the show. We only talk to each other during this show. And
I do.
we come up with these mini games to compete to see who is the best gaming trivia. It's usually gaming trivia master.
Trivia used, loosely there.
Very, very loosely. Very, very loosely. But that's not all we do. We also talk about our week in games, like what we've been playing, what we're excited for coming out. And, we kind of just shoot the shit and talk about video games. Because who doesn't want to talk about video games? They're pretty fucking cool, Play some video games.
I like video games.
Yeah.
Boys, how are we doing today?
Phil, I'm doing all right, my friend. And I'm doing all right because specifically, I now have 2 extra platinum trophies in one Sly Cooper franchise. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Sly Cooper came to the PS4 and the PS5. I played both versions. I platinumed both versions. And now I hold a stunning 8 platinum trophies across the franchise.
Nice, dude.
Congratulations.
I would call you a scumbag, but I'm planning on doing the exact same thing.
Hey, and I'm not like scumming it. Like I did the work for both games, I did
Yeah,
it.
right. You didn't like just upload your save or whatever like you've done several times before.
Well, on a couple of games, not a lot. Did it for Miles. Did it for
Why?
what did I do it for? Fallen Order,
Why?
How many miles?
Resident Evil 3.
Why?
Because I didn't want to play those games again.
Not Survivor?
Jedi Fallen Order.
Oh,
Survivor
Order,
doesn't have a
Fallen Order.
PlayStation 4 version. Not yet.
I thought it did.
They announced that they're going to make it, and that has not come to fruition yet.
It will.
Probably.
It's going to run like shit.
How do you think it's gonna run? Yeah.
Probably not well.
Yeah.
Probably be pretty ugly,
Yeah.
I imagine.
Long load screens.
All right.
I wonder if Survivor runs better now.
Fallen Order didn't really have like a super substantial improvement. It was better from all that I heard online, but I still encountered problems. So maybe they got their act together for this next game, though it did have, issues running when it first came out. So it can go either way. It's a matter of whether they improved.
Fallen Order is one of those ones that like I want to get back to platinum again. But I don't know when I'm gonna do it. It's gonna happen eventually.
Probably when we game club it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's good.
Probably
point.
good time to do it then.
Good point.
Yeah, Fallen Order. Yeah, I probably won't ever play that game ever again, outside of if I have to for the podcast, Survivor,
right.
I probably will play again at some point.
It's worth going back to.
Survivor, I think, is worth going back to.
Fallen Order, it's enjoyable of an experience.
It's a
but
good
once-
game.
Yeah.
It's a good game. Much like,
Yeah.
the last game that we reviewed for the Game Club, which you will see by the time you see this on YouTube and mainstream podcast servicing of your choice on Saturday, 8 a.m. But
You better.
You better be watching it. Anyways, by the time you see this, our Game Club review for Dead Cells is already out. So go watch that. YouTube.com/@TwoPennyGames. Yeah. Dead Cells 2024
what a shit
review.
show.
Yeah, I mean, we really just tore it asunder,
Where do we place
Who
it? I
thought
wonder.
we would have had something lower than Fable?
I'm saying. I'm saying. It's the exact opposite of what we said last week about it.
That's the point.
We all played it since then, and we all decided, terrible game.
It really is. The 89 on Metacritic doesn't make sense, frankly.
Or any praise we've had for the game prior to this.
Yeah.
Negate that.
Fuck everything we've said about it thus far, like
Yeah.
how we're enjoying it, how we love the combat, how we love the exploration.
Awful game. Awful game.
Fuck it. you know?
YouTube.com/@TwoPennyGames.
But anyway, like I said at the top of the show, we do talk about what we've been playing. Other than Tavin, I have been not only playing some more Shadow of the Erd Tree, I've also dove back into some Kingdom Hearts 3, just because
Oh, very
why not?
nice. Shadow of the Erd Tree, available in a couple of days. Our review for that. In a couple of days.
Couple of days.
Will I be on it? Probably not.
You don't have much to say, I think.
Well, my thing is that your dumbass doesn't know how to run the show, so I got to figure out how we're going to present the show.
I don't know.
I don't either. Figure it out.
But yeah, Kingdom Hearts 3, I feel like, so when I played it originally, when it came out, I did the thing where I just marathoned it overnight. And there's just a lot of bits in it that I just don't remember.
Oh.
So
How those bits going?
this is my total of like a second. This is my actual second actual playthrough of the game. Because when the Remind DLC came out, I think it was the next year after 3 came out. I didn't replay the game, because I had recently played it. I just played the DLC. So now, going into it, I'm really enjoying it. I like the game a lot. It's very I like the flashy combat a lot. The only thing that I could say that I'm not the biggest fan of is it's just way too easy.
Yeah.
It is easy.
I heard a lot about that when it came out, of this game is fucking easy. Just baby.
But yeah, I love it. It looks gorgeous. Like a lot of the Disney sequences.
That game
look
came
straight
out
out of the game.
Yeah,
the
they do.
movies. Sorry,
That game came out 18?
19.
19. That's right, because I remember hearing somebody played Sekiro and then they played Kingdom Hearts, and they were like, it's very interesting to go from this game is fucking ball blazingly difficult to this game is bitch baby easy. So that must have been an interesting dichotomy.
Yeah, an interesting back to back there.
Yeah.
I remember the things you can do in that game, like summon Disney rides.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
that sucks.
Does it?
It's way too flashy, not enough substance, and I think that's what dulls down
Not
a
enough
lot
control?
of combat moments. Yeah, it's just
too
spectacle.
automated.
Yeah. Oh, very much.
I remember it wearing thin later in my playthrough, but now that I'm still earlier into it, I don't think it's too bad. You can choose not to use it.
Yeah, I did. I stopped after a bit. I was like, I'm done.
It's not like a forceful thing.
Reminds me of
go ahead.
Reminds me of The Force Unleashed 2, where you basically had, if you press triangle and circle at the same time, you had an insta-kill move, and you could do it on any basic enemy. And I just remember discovering that a couple hours in, and then doing it for the rest of the playthrough and not liking that game because I was 13 and had no self-control.
Yeah, it can also your screen of your that the command menu that's the bottom left of the screen that has your attacks, your magic and everything. Whenever you do a certain amount of hits on an enemy, a nice little triangle command will pop up, and sometimes it can be a lot that pops up for you. They actually later in the game, from what I remember, they do a bit kind of playing off of that, just to kind of show you exactly the scale of what you're doing. And I thought that was really cool. I haven't gotten there yet in this playthrough, but not only have I been replaying Kingdom Hearts 3, I think I told you guys in Snapchat, but I now own a PS3 copy of the 2.5 remix for PS3, so I hopped into PS3 to see how it played, and guess what?
Yeah?
It's still Kingdom Hearts 2. It still fucking
there you
plays
go.
great.
There we go.
The only issue I've had with it is I thought the load times would be a lot worse. The only case where the loads are a bit oppressive is whenever you go into a drive form. It takes fucking forever to load into a drive form.
Really?
Yeah.
And the drive forms, those are the changing costume, and now you have two blades and
Yes.
and it takes forever to load into one of those?
So
That's an
whenever you
in-game play thing.
Yes, exactly. That's why it's weird. So whenever you played, it took maybe a sec because like he does like those little orb
Like
around him,
flashes
and then,
white, right? Or
yeah, a quick little
Yeah.
flash, and then you like do some like area damage to enemies around you. In this, that takes like 5 whole seconds, just of him standing there and everything in slow motion.
Oh, okay. So it's not like the game like starts running poorly. Is that what happens, or
I think
like
that's
is it like
the case.
is it like a heavy frame drop every time, or is it like just like the game kind of pauses?
It just extends the slow motion. Everything is still moving around you.
Oh.
And from what I hear is that some people still take damage while doing it. I haven't run into that yet.
Oh, that's a problem.
Yeah.
Interesting. That kind of sucks. Are there trophies?
Oh yeah.
Oh, very nice. He's gonna get another platinum trophy for Kingdom Hearts 2. Of
course he is.
Look at this fucking guy. This fucking guy.
That's me. I'm the Kingdom Hearts guy.
Well,
Yeah, that's me. Connor, do you have anything?
I have almost exclusively been playing Shadow of the Erd Tree. At the time of this recording, I am basically at a crossroad of bosses. I've done all the exploration I could find myself out in the open world. I certainly missed some stuff because there's so many different crooks and bends that lead to entire different areas and dungeons.
Yeah.
That I know many moments I would see 2 different ways to go, and I would go one way, remembering to backtrack to go the other way, but I definitely messed up at some point.
Right.
Yeah.
So you, having explored so much of this DLC and done so much, and basically, pretty much to the end of this, right?
I don't know.
Or close-ish to the end.
Close-ish, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm sure you have just an iron grip, a complete and full understanding because you've played so much and it's presented in front of you so well. Just an iron grip understanding of the narrative of the DLC.
I've actually hit some very big moments, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all coming together.
Yeah. And you know all of the points and why they're connected and all these
No, as a matter of fact, I hadn't gotten
things.
yet.
Interesting.
I hadn't gotten to the area where you find that
Interesting.
out. I've gotten everything else, though. It's pretty good. Yeah. And I see you sitting there all smug and like, I'm making a point without really making a point. Just being cocky. Being, what's the tongue-in-cheek? Is that the proper term?
Pretentious is
Yeah,
probably
pretentious.
a better term.
Probably a better word, yeah.
Because I am being pretentious, but
Well, there's...
y'all. My end of y'all's stream has paused, so I don't know what's going on.
Has it paused or
It says stream pause. Tavin Bothel minimize their application. Sit tight.
why can't I?
Uh-oh.
There it is.
Are y'all wired in or no?
Yes,
Yep.
we are wired in. It's just there was a tab covering the thing. Did it fix itself?
No.
Okay, fantastic. I love that.
Well, just vamping while we move. Oh, there we are. Perfect.
Okay, great.
Connor, did you have anything else to add for Elden Ring DLC?
No, just that the bosses are more numerous than I thought.
Very difficult as well.
Very difficult. I hadn't even gotten
They
to
do
the
not
final
give you a single break.
No, they don't. They kick my ass. This game has done it's probably the hardest I've had in general with a Souls-like game in a while. I mean, Sekiro had some points where I was pretty stumped. And of course, Elden Base Ring did. But for the most part, that was bosses rather than just sometimes I fight normal enemies and I have problems getting by them because they kill you so quick, which is a good thing. It makes me stay on my toes. It's kind of like when I first played Dark Souls games, Dark Souls 1 specifically. I like that.
Don't want to get too into like detail for when we do the review.
That's all
but
I'm saying.
I too am just switched from trying to fight bosses to just exploring.
Yeah. Well,
Gotta grind.
you do got to grind, especially for something in particular.
What could it be?
The thing that everyone seems to not be engaging with, at least those that complain a lot, it's something that increases your
Yeah, the
fragments.
Deku Tree shit.
Interesting.
They're called Shadow Tree fragments.
Exactly. It's spelled SC,
Yeah.
but there's like some Welsh language shit
Skadoo.
going on, so you actually pronounce it shat, like it's sha, like shadow. But it looks like it's not pronounced that way. Linguists over there at FromSoft, they actually do that a lot, where there'll be like words and origins and linguistics and all that nonsense.
What's that character type that starts with a P in Bloodborne?
P. Pat.
No, because it doesn't sound like P. If you just said the name, you would not think it started with a P. Like it's a pterodactyl situation.
It's like Kumeria Labyrinth, like something
Maybe.
like that. I think it's a labyrinth.
Fucking From Software expert over here. Look at him.
It's a single letter. I can't remember a single letter to know what I'm talking about.
I don't know nothing about no Bloodborne. I don't know. I didn't play that game.
And it's a weird word. I can't remember it. It has to be the labyrinth. The Chalice Dungeons, I should say.
Well,
Okay.
Moving right along. Tavin, let's hear your mini game, my friend.
Gentlemen, I have a hit 10 for you. A hit 10 is, of course, a top 10 list that I have either created or found on the internet. You two gentlemen will take turns, 5 turns each, guessing what is on this top 10 list. The points are inversed from their placement on the list. So, number 1 is worth 10 points, number 10 is worth 1 point, and everything in between is flipped as that follows. Phil, can you please keep score for me today?
Absolutely, I can.
And gentlemen, today I'm bringing a list. It's a personal list, one that I crafted myself. These are the top 10 worst games ever, according to me. These are my top 10 least favorite games of all time. I don't like these games. I don't think they're very good, and or they were extremely disappointing. Now, granted, I haven't played every terrible video game out in existence. You know, sometimes a video game gets announced and I look at it and I go, I'm not playing that. And so there's a couple of games that, like, you know, didn't make the cut because I didn't fucking play them.
You know,
am I going to tell you what those are? No. Because you guys got to fucking figure it out.
I'm probably going to be kind of stumped on this one. Do you know any, like, something on your mind, Phil?
I might know a few.
Yeah. I'm starting to get a little bit now. Okay.
Connor, you'll know a couple.
Yeah.
You'll know a couple. There are 2 games on this list that I expect you two to not get. Because I either A, don't talk about it very much, or B, you don't know that I played it. But I mean, you probably do know that I played it. You're not going to think about it because there's not much to say about it. And I'll also say, not every game on this list is objectively terrible or objectively even bad. You know, some of these games are fine. Some of them are okay. You know, I don't think there's a single good or even great game on this list. I think they are all, at the bare minimum, they're all okay. You know, but some of them are objectively awful. Just awful video games. So, Phil, because Connor always gets to go first, I'm going to allow you to go first today, sir.
Oh boy.
And can you guess what I believe is a top 10 worst video game of all time?
I don't know, Tavin. I'm just gonna shoot off a guess. I'm gonna say Jack 2.
Philip, Jack 2 is on the list at number 4. Granting you, sir, 7 points.
Well, I'll go into the next one.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Kingdom Hearts 1.
Kingdom Hearts 1 is also on the list, Connor. Congratulations. Strong start from both of you. However, Kingdom Hearts 1 is only at number 5, granting you 6 points.
What? You think it would be a bit better in his mind?
I thought that you'd say like 8 or 9 because that's actually a great game.
No.
He didn't say. He did say. He did say. Objectively, some games are not, but he thinks they are.
I think objectively, Kingdom Hearts 1 is a mid to bad game.
Okay. Fair enough.
Phil, we're back to you.
Sonic Adventure.
Damn it.
That's the one, ladies and gentlemen. Sonic Adventure XD is our number
DX.
1 worst game. Huh?
DX.
Oh, God, another reason to fucking hate this piece of shit. It is our number 1.
Director's cut.
It is the worst fucking game I've ever played in my life. It's broken. It sucks. It's trash.
I should have said that one first.
Number 1, 10 points to you, Philip. Congratulations.
The only reason I didn't say that one first is because I thought you wouldn't know it.
There you go.
He got a good point. He made a good point, you know, because he got it. So he was able to score some extra points on you. But Connor, can you guess another game on this list, perhaps the number 2 worst game of all time, to keep this competitive?
You know, I have one that I want to say, but I feel like Phil won't go for it, so I'll keep it in my pocket.
Oh.
And go with the game that you seem to hate on a lot, mainly because it's a game you've had the opportunity to complain about a lot, and I'm going to say Arcane's Prey.
Connor, Arcane's Prey is not on the list. Because I didn't think about it.
Damn. Well,
No, it wouldn't break this list.
no, it wouldn't.
It wouldn't break this list. Now, top 15? No, it still probably wouldn't break that list.
Okay,
But,
well.
it's pretty, I didn't like that game. So I understand why you selected that. But that's a shoot and a miss there. Phil, back to you for guess number 3. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, they only get 5 guesses apiece. So we're hitting that halfway mark in Tavin's top 10 least favorite video games of all time.
I'm wondering how much more I'm going to be insulted. You know?
It's up to you.
I'm gonna shoot a guess that I think might be on here. I'm gonna say Resident Evil 6.
Oh, Phil, great fucking answer, sir. Connor, you're fucked now. Resident Evil 6 is the number 2 answer on this list.
Yeah.
Resident Evil 6 is an awful game, just a cornucopia of mistakes, and just what was a great formula that worked for 2 games and tried to push it to the max and totally fell flat and on its face. One of the dumbest video games I've ever played by far. Number 2, worst video game of all time.
Pretty condemning.
Almost killed the franchise.
Almost did,
Yet
actually.
that's only 3 places above Kingdom Hearts.
It's a spectrum.
When I go to break down the whole list, I'll explain why Kingdom Hearts is where it is. And again,
Poorly.
I've not played every terrible video game in the world. Are there more terrible video games than Kingdom Hearts and Jak 2? Yes, there are. Have I played them? Probably not. Connor, back to you. Number 3.
Let's go. You haven't talked about this game in a while. Of course, you don't talk about particularly games that you hate all the time.
No.
I'm going to go with Sly 4.
I feel like I've talked about that game a lot lately, actually. With
Sly
the
4?
Sly Cooper. Yeah, you're probably just not paying attention. It's probably just a lot on Twitter and you're not paying attention. But, Connor, your suspicions led you correctly. Sly 4 Thieves in Time is on the list at number 7. This is one of those, objectively, not a terrible game, but not a good game, I don't think. I think it totally misses the mark on what Sly Cooper is supposed to be, and just just a lot of choices were made in that game, gameplay and narrative-wise, that I think there's a reason Sly Cooper died here, which is unfortunate. But congratulations, Connor. Number 7, which gets you 4 points? Yes, 4 points. Phil, we're back to you.
Final.
Highest possible answer still on the list is number 3. Number 3 is missing.
This is final, correct?
No, this is answer number 4.
Oh.
So you both have 2 chances. Connor, it's not looking good for you.
No.
It's not looking good.
Well, now I got to think of another one.
I don't know if you've played this game.
Uh-oh.
I'll shoot it. I'll say Metal Gear Survive.
Yep, this is the one that I thought would come up, and Phil, you were right in your suspicions. I haven't played Metal Gear Survive. I refused to play it because of the whole Kojima situation, and it just looked awful. So I was like, I don't want to do that to myself. So I've never played Metal Gear Survive. That's a game that probably that could have, if I had played it, could have potentially been number 1. It looked like one of the worst video games ever.
It did. I remember the trickle of information coming out of that game was just like poking with a spear. That was a lot of what I saw.
Yeah,
Behind
building
fences.
a fence and poking zombies with a spear. There's a like a cry for help from the developers in that game, where a character like lifts a clipboard, and in the clipboard is like a list of names, and if you take the first letter of every name, it's like it is something to the equivalent of like Kojima Forever or something like that.
Oh.
And it's like, oh, that's really sad.
Well,
So,
right.
shoot and a miss, Phil. That leads us shooting a miss to both of you. So, Connor, if you can nail these next 2 answers, you'll still be at least in a fighting chance here.
Well, let me possibly shoot myself in the foot.
Uh-huh.
This is once again one you've had the ability to talk about a lot about why you don't like it, and I'm going to make that be Fable. Not
Connor.
bad enough.
No. Fable is not one of the worst video games of all time. It's one of the most mediocre video games of all time, but it's not one of the worst video games of all
I can
time.
say he didn't have any. I mean,
Not vitriol.
the reason it's at the bottom for him. Remember the whole conversation about shit and how he doesn't remember this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an everyday shit, you know.
Yeah, it's an everyday shit. One that I have to take right now, but we're gonna wait till the end of this podcast. Yeah, Fable's not on the list. Swing in a detrimental miss there for you, friend. Phil, we're gonna shoot back to you for your final answer.
Back to me for the final answer.
There are 3 answers left on the list. I am aghast have not been said yet.
3?
3 answers. Connor, you specifically are letting me down here, friend.
Does he double dip in franchises? Is what I'm asking. Is what I'm wondering. I should say.
It's not the one you're thinking of, but I have an answer.
Do I double dip in franchises? I need you to remember how I felt about sequels to games that you showed me on Hype, Phil.
Well, I mean, I'm not. This isn't my guess, but I'm just gonna talk here. We know that. I mean, it's just weird that we skip straight to Jack 2. You know.
Is that weird?
I don't know.
I don't know.
No, that we didn't even play Jack 1. We didn't even play Jack and Dexter.
Oh, because the footage is gone. Yeah. One of the top 10 worst times I ever had on camera, Phil.
I'm gonna. I don't think this is on here. I'm not gonna be the most offended because I know it's kind of the black sheep of the group of these kinds of games. So I'm probably gonna get like 1 or 2 points here. I'm gonna shoot Super Mario Sunshine.
Oh, no. No. I don't think
enough.
Sunshine's a great game. I don't think it's very good, but I'm not putting it in worst of all time conversations at all. Not a terrible guess though. I can understand why you would think that, but
I was thinking, 9 or 10 because I just don't know what else you're going. My brain
Sure.
just isn't. All the synapses are not firing.
I'll say in crafting the list, it quickly came up and then I dismissed it and I said no. So, Connor, back to you. Final answer. Can you at least make it look like Phil didn't dominate you again?
Again, I feel like last time it wasn't a domination.
I think you won last
Rolled him over, spread him wide.
Well, I don't. It's really a matter of whether you remember this game, and I can't remember the subtitle, which is the main issue, but you'll know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And I believe the name of that is Terminator Judgment Day.
Oh, fuck.
I forgot about that,
Connor, no, it's Terminator Salvation is
Salvation,
the game you're
yes.
thinking about. And
Judgment Day is T2.
I forgot about it. I forgot about it. I'm sorry, Connor. I let you down there. That would have been on this fucking list.
I know it would have been.
That would have been.
so
I thought it would at least be
it
on
would have
there.
been
Is
fucking
the,
high on this list.
Yeah.
That
Christian
game
Bale
is
one.
shit. Yeah, the movie tie-in Christian Bale game, which I have the Platinum Trophy for.
I wonder why.
It was Platinum Trophy 49, I believe.
Doesn't Connor have it too?
No.
We couldn't do that.
I mean, we could have, but we just didn't.
Oh. I guess we didn't.
Connor, I'm sorry. I let you down there. Friend.
Damn.
I let you down there. Yeah, that
It's
game.
a horrible game.
It's a terrible game.
Yeah.
It is objectively. I forgot about it, and I'm sorry.
Remember we got to that one point where it was just a matter of triggering the checkpoint because we died so quickly?
And it just kept fucking crashing.
Yeah.
Oh no! It's not that it crashed. The fucking door that was supposed to be open wouldn't open.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah. That was terrible. We had to play that level like 3-4 times.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because we kept getting to it.
That was awful. Connor, that probably would have been number 1 had I thought about it. I'm
Wow.
sorry. I've let you down, my friend. I
That's
have
a
let
big
you
letdown,
down.
yeah.
That's unfortunate. So, ladies and gentlemen, that just leads us to what is the final list?
What is it?
You gentlemen,
curious.
between the two of you, guessed 5 of the 10 possible answers. First of all, Phil, what were the final scores?
Final scores, Tavin, are Connor with 10 points and me with 26.
Damn. Tough.
That's me tittering.
You could have been at least at 20 if you had guessed number 3 and number 6.
Well, what are they?
Which I'm surprised did not get answered at all. Number 10, starting from the bottom, a game that would have been knocked off by Terminator Salvation had I thought about it. And again, not a terrible game, but to me personally, a very disappointing game, and I don't ever want to play it ever again. Mass Effect Andromeda.
Yeah.
Just a boring slosh of mistakes. Just not a very good game. But not the worst game in the world. Just really boring and uninteresting, and I can't even recall a single character's name in that
neither
game,
could I.
which is a problem for not only a Mass Effect game, but just a BioWare game in general.
I remember the Turian being cool.
The Turian was cool. What was her name?
Yeah, I don't know.
Exactly.
Not cool enough.
You could fuck her.
I was going to.
Did you ever watch? Oh, you never got that far?
No,
Did you ever watch the romance scene?
No.
It was charming and cute.
Because you're fucking a Turian, like rock.
Well, she was like nervous and shit. And I think she like cooked you dinner and burnt the steaks or something like that. I forget. Anyways, number 9, Star Wars Battlefront 2015.
I almost said that.
2015. This is the rebooted Star Wars Battlefront that they did when they gave EA the license and they rushed out a Battlefront game. Now, again, is this the worst game in the world? No. But it's pretty boring and basic and super content light. This is the one, no campaign, even though they put a campaign in part 2 and that was terrible. But this is the one, no campaign, no space dog fighting at all. And just not a very good game. Very forgettable game. Number 8, one that's going to cause a little bit of ruckus, a little bit of uproar, a little bit of internet controversy. Number 8, worst video game of all time, Spider-Man Web of Shadows.
I was expecting it to be like a game people like.
I thought he was going to say like Breath of the Wild.
No, I would never be that crazy. No, Spider-Man Web of Shadows. Yeah, that game has aged like milk, and I don't think it was that great when it came out, but it was fun when it came out, and I don't think it's fun anymore. I think it's aged pretty poorly, even worse than some of those PS2 Spider-Man games. And listen, this is probably not the worst Spider-Man game of all time. Spider-Man 3 is probably worse. Spider-Man Friend or Foe is probably worse. But I haven't played those games as recently as I've played Web of Shadows.
Oh, dude, I remember Friend or Foe. I had such a blast with that when I was a kid.
Yeah, that was like a weird like beat 'em up game.
Yeah.
Probably not very good, but I remember having fun with it.
I played co-op with my little cousin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I played it with some friend who I don't remember.
Can I tell a quick non sequitur?
Sure.
when I was a little kid, I played baseball, right? And I went over to one of my teammates' house, and he had Spider-Man Friend or Foe. And I was like, "Oh, dude, I love Spider-Man. Can I borrow this game?"
Never gave it back.
Yeah.
Never gave it back. He stole that shit. I did that with some game. I don't remember what.
Oh, fuck.
Pretty much did it with your DS. I had your DS for like 3 years.
But that was like, I knew it was gone. I was like, I'll let him.
Oh,
maybe I'll play it eventually.
He was trying to play Fire Emblem.
Fire Emblem Awakening. Yep. Played the first hour. Didn't play anymore. Sorry. I should play that game, though. That game looks great.
It's very fun.
Number 7, we talked about it a little bit. Sly 4 Thieves in Time. Totally misunderstood, missed the mark. Again, not the worst video game in the world, but as a Sly Cooper fan, I found it offensive. And as a video game, it was all right. It was kind of bland. 3D platform mascot games really struggled in the PS3 era. And we felt it in later generations because we didn't get them anymore for a while. Number 6, a game I can't believe you guys didn't say. Reviewed it for the channel. Just a cornucopia of mistakes, this game, and disappointment. Callisto Protocol.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. That game, awful. Why are we trying to reinvent melee combat in 3D action games? Why are we trying to do this weird homage to Punch-Out? Via gameplay, it didn't work. It was really bad. It wasn't scary. The generic enemy types and a story that just spat in your face in the end. Really disappointing game for what was supposed to be the Dead Space spiritual successor. Number 5, Kingdom Hearts 1. I think Kingdom Hearts 1 is a interesting idea that totally doesn't get where it wants to be. I think its combat is Oof, rough. I think it's quite rough. I don't think it nailed its systems at all. I think its boss fights are obtuse and frustrating. I think its level design is awful. I think its signposting is some of the worst in video games ever.
Can you give me my one?
I mean, you're almost essentially there, but yeah.
Mad 'cause bad.
Yeah.
Anyways, and I think its signposting is one of the worst examples of signposting in video games ever. It's got too long of a runtime, and it's a Kingdom Hearts game, so its story is garbage. What else do you want? Number 4 is Jak 2, which might objectively be better than Kingdom Hearts 1, but I was way more frustrated with Jak 2. Jak 2 infuriated me. Just a game that I think had great intentions, but
checkpoints.
Totally messed it up. It's not just the checkpoints; it's just the level design and the way they distribute ammunition and the onslaught of enemies that just never fucking stop. The weird the weird open world implementation that they have doesn't work, and I don't think that game is good.
You get ammo by killing enemies.
Yeah, but not the ammo you need. Number 3 is Dead Space 3.
Oh, really?
Killed the franchise. What do you mean? Oh, really? That game sucks.
I feel like it's better than some other ones.
Terrible story. Terrible gameplay. Infected with microtransactions. Just EA trying to turn Dead Space into an annual franchise, and it just why? Why would you do that? And just completely killed the franchise, and it deserved to die after that game. God, I miss Dead Space.
Did you play that game? Did you play that game co-op with Connor?
I played that game mostly single player.
Who was Isaac and who was Carver?
It probably would have been me to be Isaac.
Yeah.
But again, I played that game mostly single player, so
Nice.
I wouldn't know. God, that game sucks. Number 2, Resident Evil 6 almost killed the franchise. Yeah, just a terrible game. A mess of design, a mess of gameplay. It's an ugly game. It's a terrible story. It's a ridiculous game. Remember in the Leon levels where you literally just fall to the center of the earth for
Leon
an hour and a half? It feels like you just kept getting lower and lower and into the earth. Like, terrible game.
It's funny you mentioned that because earlier today I was reflecting on one of the greatest games ever made, Dark Souls 2.
Okay.
And I was like, one of the weird things about that was you just go into like different areas that don't really mesh together.
Yeah.
Like it seems like it just puts you somewhere else. And I was like, it's kind of like Resident Evil 6.
Yeah.
And I was like thinking of that at the very today at work. I was just random thought.
And then number 1, Sonic Adventure DX. Sonic Adventure is a broken and terrible game. It doesn't work. It gets a little bit of a pass just because it is early in the 3D era. It's a game that it's a necessary game. We need it to know what not to do in the future.
And he only played 1/6 of it.
Listen, the credits rolled. Eggman was defeated, and that game is awful.
Was he? But was he?
That game was awful. Awful video game. Broken in every possible way you can imagine. That game sucks.
And you beat him once. It's cool.
Good for you.
Why do you even... Is it just childhood fondness for that game, Phil? Is that just...
It's gotta be. It's gotta be.
Yeah.
That one doesn't have the fondness for me. It's Sonic Adventure 2 that has the fondness.
A little closer on your mic, buddy. But no, yeah, that game is fucking awful.
I bet it's good.
It's Sonic Adventure 2 that has the fondness.
Does that have is that one where the young girl dies and Sonic or Shadow gets all upset?
No, first of all, it's Sonic, and that's Sonic 06 that you're thinking about.
No, Shadow has the girl.
You're entirely incorrect.
Is that not the game where he kisses the girl and she comes back to life?
No. I'm
He
thinking
kisses her, yes. Well, she kisses him while he's dead.
Oh, I have it backwards. Oh, interesting. Weird.
And I was talking about Shadow has a part of his backstory where there's
Maria.
Yeah, that's her name.
It's probably Shadow the Hedgehog where that game.
Yeah,
happens.
That's where they
That makes
dive.
sense.
That's where they delve deeper into it.
Oh.
But when was it introduced?
Sonic Adventure 2.
Okay.
Oh. What a shitty
Maria.
franchise.
What a shitty character.
He's not
Shadow
that
the
bad.
Hedgehog is not a shitty character.
He's not a shitty character. Come on.
He's
Just like
badass.
He looks
he's
good.
black and red, and he's a dark version of Sonic the Hedgehog with
No, he's
dark-
talking, he's talking Sonic. He loves Shadow,
Shadow's
which
cool.
doesn't make any sense because it's just a palette swap.
Oh.
No,
But
it's not. No,
yes,
it's not.
fucking-
not.
They're different.
It's not.
It's not.
It's not. So here's why Shadow looks the way he does.
Oh, I don't know what he's
Because
talking about.
no, the way you know how his quills are like that, right? Sonic, when he goes supersonic, that's how his quills look. And the people that designed Shadow the Hedgehog saw supersonic, and they were like, "Oh, I got to design the ultimate life form based on this," and then that's how we got Shadow.
Hey, there you go. That's pretty badass. Because black and blue, those aren't opposites. You know?
He's black and red.
Yeah.
and yellow,
Sonic-
black and yellow,
Sonic-
black and yellow.
Sonic is blue and tan.
Look at he's petting his dog.
Can I not pet my dog?
No.
Fucking.
Put her on camera.
I can't. I don't have the
her up.
technology.
Pick her up.
No, she's relaxing and being a good dog.
Oh, I'm really
You
sorry,
like it
guys.
that
I've
way.
got a cough. Anyway,
So does this guy.
moving right along to my mini game this week.
Heyo.
Good for you.
We call this. What was it? What did you say?
Know thy foe is what I came
Know
up with.
thy foe.
Oh, I have hope. Know them well.
I have compiled 9 photos of enemies from video games, and you gentlemen have to tell me what game they're from,
Okay.
and then you get a cheeky bonus point if you can tell me the name of this enemy.
Ooh, very fun. I love a cheeky bonus point.
So I think the way I'm going to do this, instead of having y'all buzz in, I'm going to have y'all both take a guess.
Okay.
We'll do the whole lock-in thing, and then whoever gets it correct can try to give me the name of it. Or if you guys both get it correct, we're gonna do another round of locking in, and then you'll tell me the name of the enemy. That way we can do this fairly, honorably.
Yeah, we want to try and be honorable here. But to cement it in my mind, one of the guesses is the video game, one is the enemy in particular.
Correct, and
Those
you
are
only
the-
you
those are
only
the
get
potential
you only
points.
get the second guess for the enemy in particular if you get the first one
Oh,
correct.
you gotta get the game
Okay.
right. Okay. Does title matter?
So I'll only accept franchise answers if this enemy appears in more than one entry.
Gotcha.
Good rule.
Can we get an extra bonus point if we can name
fucking
the
guy.
specific entry it's from? If something about it is specific.
No.
Okay.
I'm confident.
I would say some examples, but it might spoil whatever he has because I don't know what he has.
Well, what do
True,
you
it's
have?
not. Well, let's move right along to the first round. Are we ready?
Got
Ready?
it. What am I going to see?
What
What's
am
gonna
I
pop
gonna
up?
see? What's gonna pop up?
What enemy is this, boys? Are we locking in?
It's hard to see. Hold on. It's tiny. I think I know what it is.
Oh, I know.
What the fuck? Is that not it?
Fuck.
I think that's it. That's it, right? Yeah, that's it. I know what that is. Yeah, I'm locking in. Did you fuck up?
Nope. Got it.
He's
Yep,
got
there
it.
you go.
He's got it.
All right. Tavin, tell me what this enemy, or tell me what game this enemy is from. I should.
This is The Last of Us Part 2.
Connor.
This is The Last of Us Part 2.
All right, and then do you guys both know what the enemy this is?
I
Do you know what
do.
enemy it is?
I do.
Do you?
It is, because I will say it first, the Rat King.
Ah, he's right. It is the Rat King.
It is indeed the Rat King. That is
Yeah.
2 points to each of you.
I didn't think you were gonna get the name.
I know what an actual Rat King is. Do you know?
It's rats when they get clumped together and they don't like meld together, do they? Or
They
do
just get so clumped together with like
their
shit,
their
piss,
tails get
sweat.
wrapped
Yes.
together and shit, and then and then they just turn into like a blob of
Rats.
Wrong,
malevolent
wrong.
rats.
It's
Ring.
rats. We're the rats. We pray at night. We
All right.
stalk at night. We're the rats.
No, he's-
I'm the giant rat that makes all of the rules.
I
See
wasn't.
what kind of trouble we can get ourselves
He never
in.
said
Okay,
Rat King.
enough of this.
He
Enough
never.
of this
No.
nonsense. Enough.
He never said Rat King. He said I am the boss that makes.
I'm the giant rat.
I'm the giant rat. So he's the giant rat, not the Rat King.
I'm impressed that Phil pulled not only this game, which he has not played, but this enemy.
Yeah, actually.
Very, very impressed, which means he might dive deep. We might have to struggle at some point here, Connor, because he's pulling very specific. I thought he was just going to grab generic enemy types, whatever generic enemy stuff, which may be in the list, but this was very specific.
There was.
Yes.
We both got a point.
One of the few boss fights within the Last of Us franchise.
Yeah,
We're
they
gonna
don't really do them.
another,
They don't really
another
do
easy one. Here, ready? Here we go.
I'm ready.
Here we go. I'm going it. Oh, but we don't have to be specific with the game.
I know. I've got to hold on. I got to pull the name. Got
he
it.
doesn't
I got
know.
it. I just fought like 20 of them. Like
So you should know.
We'll let Connor go first this time.
just fought like fucking 50 of them. So I should know.
Tell me the franchise this is from, because obviously it's in more than one.
It's called. Well, he's from Final Fantasy.
Yeah, Tavin.
He is indeed from Final Fantasy.
And Tavin, tell me the name of this enemy.
This is a Tonberry.
He's a Tonberry.
There it is.
Fucking knife wielding
There
maniacs.
it is. Knife and a lantern. It's got a lantern as well.
Yeah, but you only focus on
Fucking
one thing.
evil fucks, by the way.
Well,
fucking.
if you're not careful about the lantern, it'll put you to sleep.
Yeah, that's the problem.
That's true. Yeah.
That's the problem, especially in 7 Rebirth. Fucking hell.
Oh yeah, it just tracks you.
And remake.
ya.
You got to fight that one in the little arena by Aerith's house.
Yeah, but one's not that bad. One is manageable, But when you have to fight like 12 of them at one time, it gets a little bit. It's a
feel
little
it.
much to handle at once.
All right. Moving right along
Fucking
to number 3. You guys both once again got 2 points each.
tie game.
Yeah,
Nothing has happened.
4
This-
points total.
It's gonna change with this next one. I
You
can
think
feel
so?
it. I think so.
You think so?
Here it is.
What the shit is that?
I know. Yeah, I know.
Oh, wait. I've seen this fucker before. I wish I could zoom in.
Oh, you need to zoom in.
Can I open in browser?
Don't open in browser, because then it'll tell you what it is.
Does it?
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right, fine. I don't think it did, but
I didn't see it.
I didn't see it either. Might have been in the URL or something, but I didn't look that closely. Shit. Yeah, I'm in trouble here. You know what this is?
I know what it's from.
Oh, fuck.
Well, that's the thing.
Have I played this game, Phil?
Tavin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have.
Well, I know what it is, so.
Have I talked about this game today?
I can't answer that.
Okay. What the shit is this? Am I about to embarrass myself?
Maybe.
Possible. Tavin, you've been taking Duolingo. What does that mean?
That means possible.
Yeah.
Or possibly, or, yeah. Yikes. Okay, I'm going to lock in, but I don't feel confident.
Well, Tavin, what's your answer?
I'm going to guess Spyro Spyro 2.
And in my case, I'm going to guess Kingdom Hearts 2.
Wow, you didn't have to be specific, and
thought I
it
did.
kind of cost you the point.
Ooh, it's a Kingdom Hearts 1 enemy. You fucked up.
I gotta look it up real quick, because I don't remember seeing it.
Didn't you say you
in
have
Kingdom
to?
Hearts 2.
Don't you say in certain cases if there's only one? Wait.
I'm saying
Yeah.
that I'm pretty sure it's only in Kingdom Hearts 1.
You could have just stopped at Kingdom Hearts because 1, that is the name
That
of
is
the
the name of
original
the
Kingdom
game,
Hearts, and 2, it's not in Kingdom Hearts 2. So just if it was in Kingdom Hearts 2 or even in Kingdom Hearts 3, he probably still would have given you the point. But because it's potentially not in 2,
He is not in Kingdom Hearts 2.
you
Damn.
fucked up. You fucked up. No, I don't think I should be. That's not embarrassing for me to not get that.
It's pretty obvious.
This is the Air Soldier
Oh, you would have
from
had.
Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, I guess they just say the name.
There you go. All right.
I would have just said Heartless.
Would that be wrong? Aren't they all? They're all heartless.
It wouldn't have been wrong, but it also wouldn't have been correct.
Yeah, that's up to you. But hey, you fucked up. You fucked up there. So still a tie game. That hurts.
It's because like it's not even that they're only in Kingdom Hearts 1. They're also in Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. Also in Kingdom Hearts Coded/Recoded. I think maybe in 358 over 2. I'm not entirely sure.
They're not in 2?
But not 2.
Strange.
Should not have gotten specific.
No.
I gotta
play your
just
cards
to
right.
make sure I'm not fucking.
Guess I won't
anything
from
up.
now
I'm
on.
not, like,
Or just throw franchise at the end. If you say Kingdom Hearts franchise, and then you can be like, do I need to make a specific call from there? Because he'll probably give you the grace of saying, give me a specific time.
That's what I'll be doing.
There you go.
And then this particular one only appears. Yeah, this particular one only appears in those games that I talked about.
Tough. Gotta hate it.
Well, I'll make
There
it up
is a
in the next
different
one.
version of an air soldier that appears in Kingdom Hearts 3, but still not in Kingdom Hearts 2.
I don't think I was too off by saying Spyro.
Uh,
You could see this guy in a Spyro game.
I'm not saying you're wrong.
Yeah.
He's got the heart motif.
Moving on to the next one.
What will it be? Oh, shit. I know. Yeah, I know what it is.
Ah, shit. What
Look
the
at this. Look
fuck
at
is
this. Look at this guy.
Yeah.
The fuck
Little
is this
guy.
ugly piece
free.
of shit?
You know what? Me messing up on the last one makes this a bit more fair.
I don't know. I'll lock in.
All right, Connor, tell me what game this is from.
That is from Kingdom Hearts 6. Final Fantasy 16. I was going to say 16. Yeah.
Close.
He almost fucked up.
There's not even a
He didn't
16.
take his hand. He didn't take his hand off the chess piece. Tavin.
He didn't. It's allowed. My answer was Dark Souls franchise. So
All right. Well,
I'm wrong.
Connor, you did say Final Fantasy 16. What enemy is this?
It's a fucking goddamn goblin.
It is indeed a goblin.
Easy.
all right, good for you.
Yeah.
2-point lead. Is that it?
No, there's still more.
Oh, there's more. How
Yeah,
many of
that was
these
the
you
third.
got? One,
I've got
two,
9.
three. Fuck. That was 4.
Jesus.
Okay, let's lock in here, Connor.
Here we go. Next enemy.
I wonder.
That's fucking funny. Not the T pose is fucking funny.
Are we locked in?
How specific of an answer do you want here?
I mean, you don't have to get too specific. I did have to search. Well, I didn't have to. I mean, if you can nail what I searched, I'll I might give you a little high five.
Just make sure Connor guesses the enemy type first.
All right. Well, Tavin, tell me what game this is from.
This is from Metal Gear Solid.
This is from Metal Gear Solid.
Connor, can you tell me what enemy this is?
It's a genome soldier.
He knew.
I knew.
Genome Soldier
All right.
is the answer.
It is indeed a genome
Yes.
soldier from
There we
Metal
go.
Gear Solid.
I was hoping you were going to say like guard, outside guard.
They say the genome soldiers are breaking down. They're going
And that
crazy.
that is what I searched. I searched genome soldier Metal Gear Solid.
Very good. Very good. All right. Connor, respect.
Thank you.
Respect.
Between the Rat King.
That was,
Yeah.
Right.
I'm impressed. I'm impressed.
Oh,
Connor is still 2
and the
points
Rat
ahead.
King, Connor, you're playing well. Hey, this is a great game. Great game.
neck and neck still.
Still 2
Plenty of
points
time left.
ahead.
Plenty of time left. Only
Plenty
halfway
of
through.
time. Here
Only
we are
halfway.
for the next enemy right here.
Almost more than halfway.
I'm having fun with this.
Oh,
Oh, fuck. I don't know the enemy name. Okay. Fuck. What are these things fucking called?
I know. But the game.
you?
You don't fucking know.
I do.
No way.
I'm pretty confident I do.
There's
Yeah.
0%
You know what
chance
they're
you know.
called?
Yeah.
There's no
Pretty
way he
confident.
knows what they're called. I'm shocked if he even knows what game they're from. I think he's got this confused for something else.
I might. Oh, I might.
I'll lock in. I don't think I'm right on the enemy title. Obviously,
Connor,
I
are
know
you
what
locked?
fucking game this came from?
Let me think. Yeah. Yeah, I'll go.
I had to give some of column A here, some of column B for.
I
each
like
of you,
it.
You know,
I like it. It's respectable. I like it a lot.
Connor,
Is
Tell me
this
your answer.
Is this from
What
Star
game
Wars
is this
Knights
from?
of the Old Republic?
This is not from KOTOR.
Nope.
Tavin, what game is this from?
Hard miss. Nothing in KOTOR has that many polygons. This is from Phil, my 10th favorite video game of all time, Ratchet and Clank Going Commando.
It is indeed from Ratchet and Clank Going Commando. Tavin, can you tell me the name of this enemy?
Yeah, that's real hard to place.
For a
'cause
cheeky bonus point.
They're
to
definitely
tie you
not.
up with
They're
content.
not named in game. It's one of those things where like the codec, well, like they're not like a character doesn't say what they are.
Oh, look out! It's a.
Yeah, there's none of one of those. It's definitely one of those things. It's like here's the codec information of or codex information of this enemy type. So that's the only way you would get that name. I'm gonna guess. How specific do you want here? Because I'm thinking about adding a word. Are you gonna cost me if I add a word and it's wrong? Like the word's not there?
I'll take two different names because technically they go they can go under two different names.
Fuck. I'm gonna guess like Abominable Snowman.
Unfortunately, that is not correct.
It's not just Snowman, is it?
No, it is not Snowman.
All right.
It is Snow Beast.
Okay. All right.
Another name I would have taken was YETI. It is an acronym. I don't know what it stands for though.
Yeah.
It just says Y.E.T.I.
It's probably the name or the name of the planet plus some other shit. I don't know.
Right.
Okay. Yeti's a good one. Probably should have gone Yeti. It's hard.
What are you gonna do?
You fight these, Connor, on the snow planet.
Really?
Yeah.
Indeed. Yeah.
Yeah. They're fucking assholes. They're the
They're
worst.
they're the only in Going Commando. They're the only enemy in the game that does touch damage,
Damn. Just barreling through you, I guess, huh?
They fucking suck.
and they swarm the fuck out of you.
Oh, so many of them. And they're tough too. They take fucking a lot to kill.
I can tell.
It's a big
This
difficulty
part of the
spike
game
on this planet.
This part of the game probably objectively not a very good part of the game.
This is the part that they had to rush. It was a lot of crunch on this part.
It feels rushed. It feels rushed, this part of the game. It's not very good.
Disappointing.
Yeah.
That's such an
right.
iconic looking beast. Can't be done service.
Connor, you're still 1 point ahead.
Yep.
We got two more here.
I can still win.
Three more.
I don't know if I can name outside of one enemy type, the main enemy type of Going Commando. I don't think I could name a single enemy type outside of the one that the plot circles around.
Well, you won't have to do that again because you won't choose one.
Phil knows what I'm talking about.
All right, here we are.
He didn't say yes.
Enemy.
Shit.
Fuck. Okay.
What the fuck are these things called? Do you not know?
No, it's called.
Oh, okay.
I should know the game.
Where it's from, pretty easy.
Yeah.
Pretty easy. What it's called, no idea.
The deliberation goes
Alright,
on.
I'm locked in. I don't like it, but, you know, I'm locked in.
Tavin, what game is this from?
I'm just a point behind at this point, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. This is from Dead Space.
Connor?
Yeah. It's from Dead Space, which was funny because at first I was like, oh, this is the enemy from House of the Dead 2.
Oh, wish you had said that.
Yeah, that was so funny.
I
Connor,
believe
can you
this is
tell me the name
actually
of this enemy.
This might either be from the original game or Dead Space 2.
Nah, it's not good looking enough to be from 2.
That's how I know it's not remake is because it doesn't look good enough.
Yeah.
And I don't think they're in 3.
Can't remember.
Yeah, 3 had real generic enemies.
But it's some fucking complex name.
2 still look that good?
Yeah, it holds up very well.
Wow. We should play 2.
First one, and then we'll go to 2.
Yeah.
I'm looking for something very generic. I think somewhere in the lore they're like fucking dogs, so Xenodog.
I'm not going to confirm or deny that. Tavin, what is this enemy?
I'm going to say... Fuck, what the fuck are they called? I'm going to say
Pressure's on.
necromorph lizard type.
It was an L word.
Ah, fuck.
This is a leaper.
Ah, okay.
This is
I
a
had no
leaper
idea.
from Dead Space.
Had no idea.
Couldn't have done it
I would
either.
have if you had said necromorph leaper, I would have accepted that because that's what it is.
Yeah, but I had to get the keyword leaper in there.
You had to get the
Xenomorph,
keyword in
necromorph.
there. Yes.
Yeah, xenomorph, Connor. Those
Alien.
are just aliens.
For some reason, I thought it was also called that at
Yeah.
some point,
No.
but no.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, neither of y'all got the enemy type correct, but you did both guess Dead Space. It's one additional point to each of you.
Woo.
Connor's still leading
By one.
By one.
by
How many more
one.
do we have? 2? 3?
2.
We have two left.
Two left. I need you to drop the ball.
I need you to drop the ball.
All right, we have this here.
What the shit is that? We literally it's really small on our screen. It's really hard to fucking
Yeah.
see.
It's a blob.
What the shit? Does opening in browser
I know what it's. Okay.
opening in browser does not spoil it.
Okay. As long
know
as
what
you
it
can,
is.
if you can zoom in that way, I'll accept it, but I just don't want it to spoil it for you.
What the fuck? Oh fuck! What are these things fucking called?
Sounds like they
Bullshit!
both know what game it's from.
Bullshit! Fuck! What are these things fucking called? All right, yeah, I'm locked in.
All right. Who did I go to first last time?
Tavin, I believe.
Oh, okay. So Connor, what game is this from?
Is this Elden Ring?
Tavin?
This is Elden Ring.
It is indeed Elden Ring.
I don't know what the
Tavin,
fuck it's called though.
Can you tell
I
me
know.
what enemy this is?
I'm gonna call it slime. Dark
Connor?
slime. Dark slime. Can I say dark slime? Does it matter? It doesn't matter. It's wrong either way.
I'll say lump of flesh.
That is a good name for it. I'm really tempted to let Tavin's answer slide. I'm really tempted to
What is
let
it called?
slide.
What is it called?
This is a skeletal slime.
What's funny? I almost said spike slime. Spiky slime.
This is a skeletal slime, and I'm really tempted to let Tavin have it.
I mean, come on.
He's saying this because he would get a point over and match me up. It's the only reason he's saying he's trying to advocate for it.
And thus making the next round competitive.
But I don't really care about that.
I'm gonna let Tavin have it. I'm gonna tie it up.
Yes!
Though, admittedly, it's kind of breaking the rule because he was close by saying snowman, but it was snow beast. He only got one part of that right. Only got one part of this
because
right.
a snowman and a snow beast are two very different things.
But
He
I
said
also-
it's slime.
He's right. But also, I know Going Commando way better than I know Elden Ring. So, like, you know?
Guess we'll see.
Tie game.
Right.
Yeah.
The
Final round.
We'll see.
round.
It's
This is I think the hardest one.
well, Tavin, if you win, enjoy your free win. Hex upon you.
It's okay. We didn't spill anything. A shake.
All right, here
And
we
I'm
are.
back.
Final round.
Come on. What in the goddamn?
What the fuck is that?
Shout out to the bottom of my camera roll. I didn't realize it was showing.
Yeah. We're zooming in so that hopefully we can get a little bit more detail here. There's a man, Connor.
But what in
There's a man.
the god damn?
What the fuck
that?
is that? Have I played this game, Philip? It doesn't look like I have. I feel like I'd recognize it.
You have actually, yeah.
Have I?
Have I played this game?
I don't know. Probably not.
It looks old. Look at this. Look at these textures. Old. What the fuck is this game? I have zero idea. Okay, Phil, it is this big black thing, right? The big black ring looking thing?
Correct. That is the enemy.
The hot tub from the future?
The hot tub time machine, yes.
Yeah. Fucking Einstein over here just taking a nice bath. Dude, what the fuck is this?
I'll because it's such a competitive final round, I'll give a little hint. This is an optional enemy in this game, and it's a reference, at least the old man is, to Mega Man / Dr. Wily.
Damn.
All right, I've got a guess.
I don't.
I'm gonna lock in, but I don't like it.
Connor, do you have a guess?
No, I don't.
No, these environments are way too detailed for it to be that game.
Optional. It looks photorealistic.
Let me know when you're locked in, okay, Connor?
Yeah, I
'Cause
will.
It's not in. Can't be that one.
Oh shit. The worst thing is if I would guess a certain game if I knew for a fact it wasn't that.
I almost wonder if this is like Saints Row or something.
Like the new one,
Yeah.
the one that none of us played.
Or like 3 or whatever. Oh, I guess that game had like a dark filter on it. It was at nighttime. Or I'm thinking of the 4th.
The 4th one did, yeah.
I guess I'll lock in. Well, wait one second. Narrow it down. Yeah, I'll lock in. It's not.
Yeah, I'm wrong too.
All right, well, Tavin, what game is this from?
I'm gonna guess Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker.
Connor?
Metal Gear Solid 4.
No.
Neither of you are correct.
Yeah. That's
This
funny
is
that you went
from-
there.
Yeah. I was like, oh.
This is from Yakuza Like a Dragon.
Oh, what? All right. Well, like I played like 10 hours of that game, Phil. Like saying I played it is a loose term.
I played none.
I mean,
I
hey,
can
you
believe it.
played it.
You know? Yeah, I would never have gotten that in a
You didn't beat it.
bajillion
This
years.
is Sojimaru, the giant Roomba.
Okay. Cool. All right. I would not have gotten that in a you could
I'm gonna let that end
I
in
could
the
sat
tie.
here all day and I would not have gotten it. What are you doing?
Tried to grab the gnat.
What are you doing? That's the second time.
First time.
You made me knock down the monster.
Oh, shut up. See, look at this loser. Fuck
Yeah,
off.
I'm gonna let that end in a tie.
Well,
Tie game.
Phil,
We're-
I have a
Yeah.
my list is pretty easy. So I have
Okay.
something to bring up because you texted me. You watched Cyberpunk Edge Runners. You finally
yes, I did.
got around to watching that. Yeah, you said it was amazing.
I finished it. I finished it
Yes.
today.
Oh, you started and finished it today.
Yeah.
It's one of those rides that just keeps going, doesn't it?
So I didn't start it today necessarily. I watched the first episode maybe a week ago, and I was like, man, I really want to watch the rest of the show, but like, it's weird because Netflix has that whole thing where like you have to be signed in, and it works. It only works on my computer. Like it doesn't ask me for like my location or whatever on my computer. It's just everything else, every other device I have that's like, hey, are you the correct owner of this account or whatever? That dumb shit.
No,
Yeah,
way.
Netflix is stupid.
Fell down.
But yeah, I watched it. It was really, really good.
I would recommend watching the other big video game adaptation that came out that year, Arcane. They're
Arcane,
both
yeah.
neck and neck in terms of quality. If you're just craving that next show, and the season 2, the final season's coming out this year, in November.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yeah, but yeah, that the ending of Cyberpunk Edge Runners, even these years after, have stuck in my head. It's very good, Ron.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's only been 2.
Yeah, feels longer.
Arcane's coming back first, right?
Oh, Edge Runners is not getting.
Oh, okay.
Edge Runners isn't getting a season 2. It definitively ended.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Cool.
yeah.
I like definitive endings. That makes me feel good. I might watch that now.
Oh,
Now that I know that it ends,
Oh yeah,
you know?
it ends.
I like things that
It's
end.
only 10 episodes.
Yeah,
I like things that end.
23 minutes.
Only
You know what
only
I
10,
watched?
22-minute episodes.
You know what I watched? I caught up on The Acolyte, and that show is mid. It's not very good.
Yeah,
Not terrible. Definitely not worth the fucking controversy
Shitstorm?
or shitstorm that it stirred up online. Definitely not worth that. But yeah, it's not great.
no.
Well, Connor, if you want to end us out with your final minigame.
Yes, I think I can do that. I think I can.
I think I
think I can.
Did I literally delete that? I must have. It doesn't matter. I got it all saved. I was.
Me and Tavin are like our brothers or something, dude. We think the exact same way.
What was it you were thinking of?
I think I can.
We both said I think I can.
Oh,
Like the little engine that could.
the thing that happened 30 seconds ago.
oh yeah.
Fucking.
I wasn't looking at you guys.
We are so
What's
in
the
sync.
list?
It's from the gamer. It is the best final bosses in games.
Oh shit.
33.
And this is you're
but
only
only-
hit 10.
You hit 10, yes. Out of the 33, only the top 10 matter. I was going to go
Okay.
with something from I can't even. It was more of a random gaming website. You know, those ones that seem like they're a scam. It had a spoiler on it, and the positions and the games on the list were so bad, or at least so obscure, it would have been boring. No one would have gotten anything. This one's a lot better.
Is it a lot better?
It's a lot better. Yes.
You say
So-
that now. We'll find out.
Inverse points.
Is it fucked up that like the first 4 that pop into my head are Metal Gear Solid ones?
You know what? Yeah, it's probably just because that's the most impactful bosses in games you played.
Yeah,
I'm assuming.
they're great bosses, man. They're great bosses.
Formative years for you, Tavin.
Yeah,
But, you know, you guys know what hit 10s are.
Yeah.
Inverted list, or points are awarded invertedly. 10 giving you a 1. 1 giving you a 10.
I nailed the description earlier, so yeah, we can move on.
I don't know if there's like someone watching, jumping around.
yeah, they jumped into the end.
I might
Yeah.
break this out. A hit 10, of course, is where we take a top 10 list from the internet and we assign point values to each entry on the list. 10 being worth 1 point, number 1 being worth 10 points, everything in between being worth inverse points. We will go back and forth, 5 guesses each, to try to clear out this list of 10. And yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Let me real quick read the intro.
Oh, please.
Always good. And once again, this is from The Gamer, specifically Hilton Webster. Bosses are one of those staple things in gaming that's been around from the beginning. The big bad that's usually the final challenge that's halting your progress in your journey. Bosses make some of the most iconic moments in gaming. Considering how classic a staple they are, there are quite a few to choose from, new and old. Sometimes the best battles are against someone who has a deep connection to the protagonist, or maybe you're just the only person who could put an end to them. Sometimes it can be even more abstract, but what matters most is how memorable they are. There's an update. At the journey's end, you will come to a realization that with this final boss, yeah, that's okay.
These are final bosses.
Final bosses.
Final bosses.
It was going to be before bosses in general, but that might have been also too difficult. A lot of bosses.
A lot of bosses.
Yeah.
Mini bosses. Final boss. Okay. I'm ready with a couple of answers.
Yep.
Yeah,
you can
same.
only game one. You could name the boss themselves or the game. I'll take both.
Cop out.
That's a cop out. You
That's a
should ask
cop-out.
for the actual name of the
Get
boss.
the name.
Fine. Actual. Wait.
Get the name.
But for hit 10s, we usually just do the games.
No. You do whatever the list is.
Whatever the list is, this is a list for final bosses, not final boss games.
Okay. Fine. Hey,
Not top 10 games with great final bosses.
it's you.
It's top 10 final bosses.
It says the specific game, but you know, hey, if you want to make it harder for yourselves, guys, I'm not doing
This
the
one,
list.
this one he said was like top 35 or something.
33.
Yeah, that's a lot. Yeah, that's a lot. Which scares me, honestly, because there's like
Yeah.
there's ones that should make the list but maybe aren't, so then they can drop down. But like if you're doing a top 10 with like, you know, that of like games that should make the list, you know, it changes
Right.
things. Who's going first?
Oh, yeah, that matters. Let's go with you, Phil.
It's bullshit.
Okay.
He went first last time.
He did?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
You
I'm
played
going
the
first.
game.
Oh, I'm glad.
I'm just gonna knock out what I think is gonna be number 1. I'm gonna say Sephiroth.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, it's Sephiroth.
Sephiroth is number 1
Yeah.
from the original game or from one of the other ones?
It did not specify.
Really?
Yeah. Just Final Fantasy VII.
That's lame.
Yeah. And it showed the image from Rebirth, because this came out in April 10th. But, yeah.
All right.
Hey, there you go.
That's-
Take the 10 points.
That's whack.
I will indeed take the 10 points.
That's whack.
It is the most whack way that the entries were done, but it's the final boss.
That's what it is. All right.
Bet you wish you did the game now, don't you?
No, because you also don't have a definitive answer on which one they're pulling. Fucking idiot. Give me.
Get fucked!
Listen, it should be the boss from Metal Gear Solid 3. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that's what it should be. All right.
That's a good answer though.
I'm gonna say Liquid Ocelot.
Oh, Liquid Ocelot
Yeah.
is not
4?
on the list.
If it's Liquid Snake, I'm gonna get so mad.
From 1, you think? Or what?
Like,
I'm gonna refrain from answering.
Oh, he doesn't want to spoil anything for me, even
wanna
though if he
spoil.
answers it, it's gonna be a spoiler.
I don't want to.
second game, Phil. second boss.
Let's see. I'm gonna shoot just because it's on my mind. Kingdom Hearts 2 is on my mind. I'm gonna say Xemnas.
The original list had Xemnas. This one is not on the top 10.
Damn it! Because you got the whole fucking laser dome fight
cool.
at the end. It was fucking dope.
It would have been proper on this list. In fact, even though I ditched the original one that I was going to go with, there were some good positions. He was number 3, so you could have gotten a lot of points.
Ooh.
But
Could have.
Was Sephiroth still number 1?
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't agree with Sephiroth being number 1.
Very iconic final boss.
Yeah.
Pretty iconic. Yeah.
Also
But
good.
okay,
in the
well,
function.
like iconic and best are two
but
different things.
it's also good in the function of as a boss.
But they're
I
also
guess,
they're
yeah.
not saying the best boss fights. They're saying the best bosses.
Are you talking like quality of characters now?
I
It's
guess.
just his best final bosses in games.
Okay.
So it could. Once again, these are one things that depend on
I'm going to reach for one just because I know it, and it's the only one of the genres/franchise that I know of, and I'm going to say, I believe his name is Master Ishin from Sekiro Shadows Die Twice.
Oh.
He is unfortunately not
On the list? I didn't think he would be.
But it would have been a good one.
That's a good
It's
answer,
very
though,
popular.
right?
Yeah, oh yeah, very
Yeah.
good.
That is a good answer.
Some of these that you have said, Tavin,
I'm getting close.
no, better than some that are.
I'm in the ballpark. Oh, it's better than what the list is.
Some of them.
You know
Liquid
what,
Ocelot
let
is
me-
so fucking good.
I'm gonna stay in the FromSoft realm. I'm gonna say Radigan.
Radigan is not on the list.
Radigan also not a good fight, right?
That's the thing. It wouldn't be on this list because it has 2 phases. The first phase, one of the best in the series of Souls.
Yeah.
The second one,
No.
they did fix it by allowing you to ride your horse.
But
Are we
I
talking
still heard
Elden-
like
Elden
it's too
Beast?
easy, isn't it?
Yes, but they're considered the same boss.
It's too easy, isn't it?
No, well, so a lot of people got filtered by it. It's that she just does hit and run range attacks,
yeah.
and you chase after it, nothing basically. You know,
Okay.
yeah, but not on the list.
Not on the list.
All right.
Does that mean it's back to me?
It is back to you.
This being still the second, correct?
Third.
Third.
I'm gonna say Dracula.
Dracula's
that's a good
not
answer.
on the
Really?
list.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good picks, and they're probably elsewhere on the list. I hadn't looked intensively at it, but
Castlevania.
Let
have
me
expected it.
let me shoot. I'm just because like they're on my mind. I'm gonna shoot Hades from Hades.
Ooh, that's a good answer, Phil.
another good answer,
That's a good answer.
and another
It's wrong,
not
though,
on
you
the
fucking
list.
dumb fuck.
Shifted very quickly.
I have 0 points.
I have 10.
Number 4. Answer number 4. Give me. God, I don't. What is on this list?
We're like shooting all around it. Like I swear.
literally, dude. It's like all these things that should be there but aren't.
Yeah.
I don't know. Hitler.
Like a Wolfenstein.
No.
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 What? It's a
real
shitty
life
boss. It's funny. It's probably on the list for the novelty of it, but you know what you do? The same thing you do throughout the entirety of the game, which is
Shoot things.
Shoot them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's some fucking perfect game design. You know. You do the
That's
thing that
first
you've been
real
doing the whole
life final
time.
Boss right there.
Well, Tavin, you cannot
On
win.
I can't win.
final
No,
boss
I can't
of World
win.
War II.
I also didn't specify game. I just said Hitler.
Yeah, but it's
You
like, what other one has Hitler as a boss?
I don't know. It's,
Sniper Elite, where you can shoot his balls. That's the only other one I can
Great game.
closely think
Are
of.
there
Yeah.
bosses in Sniper Elite?
There's
Nah,
targets,
it's
like
targets.
VIP targets.
Yeah.
That's why it's not really.
You just can shoot Hitler.
I think he's the finest guy, final guy.
He might be. I don't know.
Gotcha.
Anyways, I'm gonna play those games.
Yeah.
I like sim games.
We're in the final round.
Yeah.
Final round. Your win is secured, but
So
why
Phil
not go all
won,
the
but
way?
now I can be fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna be fun on my final guess too. I'm gonna say Red from Pokemon Soul Silver.
It is not. That's a heart pick right there.
That's a heart pick
It is.
right there. What if it was Venom from Spider-Man 2? It's not my guess. Just throwing it out there.
Venom.
What are some great final bosses in video games?
I'm surprised. I'm surprised one hasn't been said.
You know what? I can't win, so I'm just gonna say things that I think are dope. Before I give my final answer.
Yeah.
Because I'm going with a heart answer for my final answer. I'm gonna say, or you know what? Fuck it. My answer. I'm gonna say Zeus.
Zeus, huh?
Yeah.
Zeus!
That is 0 points in total.
Oh, wow.
With him not being on the list.
Fantastic. Hey, it's a great fight,
Right.
though.
Oh, yeah.
Great
make a
fight.
guess?
Probably better than some of the ones on this
God
list.
of War 3, Zeus, fucking epic.
Can I make a guess?
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm gonna say Ganondorf.
Oh, I did think about that, and I didn't fucking say it.
No.
Okay. Is there any Metal Gear boss on this?
Yes.
Is it the boss?
Let me go through the list.
If it's the boss, I'm gonna be so mad.
Number 10.
The boss gets so underrepresented.
Yeah, she
Oh,
does.
because I think because Connor chose this list, I think I know who it is.
Listen, it's one from the first four games.
Rising.
It's either Liquid, it's Solidus, or the boss is gonna be on this list.
No, it's the fucking the big guy.
There's
Armstrong.
there's a couple.
Who?
Armstrong from Rising.
Yeah, maybe.
Number
I
10.
Can see that. I can see that.
Surprised no one said it. Baldur from God of War. 2018. That's the number 10.
That's not. No, that's not. That is
better
not
than
deserving
Zeus.
of a top 10 placement. It's not even in the fucking top 30.
It's there. Apparently you're wrong.
That's crazy.
The Baldur fight is fine.
The
It
first
is
one's
fine.
better. The first time.
Oh,
you
the
fight.
first time you fight him is better, but I think that's because of the shock value. Mechanically, the final time is better, but
Number 9.
fucking Odin is better.
Possibly. Well, no.
Odin's better than Baldur.
Odin was the most one of the most underwhelming bosses in video game history for me.
See, that's
No,
how I feel
think-
about
I think it
Baldur.
was a better fight. I think it was a better fight.
Odin was a better fight.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Number 9, the final boss rush from Nier Automata. It's the emotional climax of that game, which
Wouldn't know.
yeah,
wouldn't know.
that's a hard one to get. Number 8, Omega Flowey from Undertale.
All right.
Oh, some
Yeah.
Undertale representation. I like
Yeah,
it.
I mean, I'm surprised that's the one they went with, and not like the one that everyone talks about all the time.
Final boss.
Yeah, but he's also like kind of a final boss in
Oh,
the
okay.
route you going. At least he should be.
I don't know.
Which one? Who are you talking about?
Oh, Sans. Isn't he the final
Isn't that
one?
the final boss? No.
Not in the genocide route?
No.
That's stupid. Well,
Even I knew that.
yeah.
Don't you fight him like third to last or some shit?
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm surprised you guys didn't get this. I
Yeah.
really am, especially you, Phil. Kind of shameful. Number
Yeah.
7
Shameful, he says.
is the Pope from Assassin's Creed 2.
That fight sucks! What are we talking about? What is happening?
That's the worst. That is the worst. That's the worst entry on the list. Even I could tell that.
What?
I was like, there's nothing this guy does that could possibly be that good.
That's a terrible fight. It's objectively an awful fight. It's like thematically cool, I guess, but it sucks.
Phil had enough of a rage moment to
I
stand
scared my dog.
That sucks.
Scared all
What?
that.
This list sucks.
You know, I forgot. There's a worse offender. But we'll go on. Number 6 is Senator Armstrong from Metal Gear Rising. Both lists had him on there, which shows you he is the best Metal Gear boss.
Sounds like you were just searching for lists with Armstrong.
I did not actually.
You know?
I just clicked on.
I refuse to believe he's the best Metal Gear boss.
I guarantee you, he's better than Liquid. He's better than He's better than the boss. He's better than.
I refuse to believe he's better than boss.
He's easily better.
I refuse to believe.
And narratively, of course, it's very good, but it's like you run around and you shoot with the extremely fun controls and gameplay.
but
of
does
3.
But does he take your weapon, tear it apart, and make you go pick it up in 3 different pieces?
He does way cooler
Three
shit than that.
to
does.
5 different pieces.
He does something that's actually
depending on what weapon you're taking apart.
Senator Armstrong does things that actually make the fight better and more entertaining, rather than just a quirky little thing.
You're an idiot.
Yeah, like, go play your quirky little game that only has quirkiness at the end of the
Best
day.
video game of all time with the best final boss of all time.
No, isn't also technically the final boss would be Ocelot.
That's not a fight.
No.
That's not a fight.
I didn't say fight. I said final boss.
It's not a boss.
He's not boss.
He's the first boss you fight, but he's not the boss.
No, he's not. But Senator Armstrong, badass. Number 5, Gwyn from Dark Souls.
Gwyn?
Gwyn, the final boss.
Gwent? Or
Gwyn.
Gwyn.
Yeah.
Like Spider Gwen? Like Gwen Stacy?
Yeah, less Gwen, more Gwyn. Like Y instead of E.
Oh, okay.
Gwyn.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Wouldn't know.
I would have think you'd go to Elden Ring before doing a boss. Like, he's good, but not that great.
So Dark Souls 1?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
One of the best bosses in that game, but, you know.
All right.
Number 4, Majora from Majora's Mask. You know, I never played.
Ganondorf is better.
Ganondorf is better. The other list had the Tears of the Kingdom Ganon. But moving on.
This list is awful.
That's a really good fight too.
Yeah. Number 3 is Virgil from Devil May Cry 5. I'm surprised you didn't guess that one.
I would never have thought about it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the Devil May Cry 5 does not hold a lot of share space, mind space,
Headspace?
dead space,
Headspace.
headspace. Sure. In my mind, but now that you bring it up, that is a great fight.
It is a great fight.
It's a great fight.
Here's the other bad offender. Number 2 is the final boss.
A number 3 entry though. A top 3 all time.
I'd do that.
All time top.
Yeah, one of
3?
the best. I definitely agree with that.
There's 2 Metal Gear fights better.
No, there's not.
Yeah,
Like, this guy's talking nonsense. Let's move on. Number 2 is the final boss, Malice from Shadow of the Colossus.
No, no, that's actually objectively a terrible fight.
Yeah, it's not. I was like,
If you want to use it for a heart pick, it's got to be like number 10.
and the funny thing was, is both lists had that like at number 2.
Yeah, no, that's awful.
Yeah.
We're talking the 16th Colossi, the big giant
Yeah.
fucking... Yeah, that's the... not only is that a terrible pick, it's the worst fight in the game.
Also, the other list actually may have had it at number 1, but
It's a terrible... That's a terrible pick.
apparently people think differently.
No, that's an awful one.
Final
This
one,
is in top 10 worst lists of all time.
even with Sephiroth, Final Fantasy.
Yeah, no, it's still terrible. The other 9 answers on this list don't deserve their slots. That's
Well-
not true. That's not true. Hold on. Virgil's fine.
Senator Armstrong.
The Nier Automata is probably fine. Senator Armstrong, I'll give you, is probably good.
Everything else, yeah, could have probably
Done
used
without
different things.
all of those.
Except also maybe Gwyn, but
If you
there's
want.
better ones you would. Well,
I think
Dark Souls 3's final boss is better.
Is Ishin better? Is that right?
Yeah,
Is it
Ishin is better. Yeah, Ishin. Yeah, he is
I'd say
better.
Ishin's probably better.
Yeah, he is.
/ Genichiro.
Yeah, I mean, all great anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Sekiro's so good. Make us play it.
no, I won't be because we got to do it in order now. I've decided.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Phil. By the way, Connor's decided, and as the From Software expert, he gets final say. We got to start with Demon Souls. You're muted.
Okay.
Oh, you're not muted.
No, I'm
You just
not.
didn't say anything.
I
All right.
sighed.
He said,
Though I will say, Bloodborne will come after Dark Souls 2.
"Well, that's the order of release."
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Some you could have justified 3, but I'm not.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
That list fucking sucked, and I'm angry.
Yeah, it was very bad.
What was the one that made us react real big? It wasn't Baldur.
The Pope.
The Pope. Yeah. Oh God, that's awful. Put every final Metal Gear Solid boss above the
At
Pope.
number 7, Tavin.
Every single ugh. And yeah, I'm even talking the fucking giant robot thing from Phantom Pain. From Peace Walker. That was a better fight than fucking the Pope.
The Pope.
Fucking
Anyway.
I don't even know what the final boss of Phantom Pain is because that game's weird.
That list was trash.
That list was awful.
What's your favorite final boss in games?
What's the Metal Gear
Audience?
game called? Sahelanthropus.
Philanthropist, yes.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Name.
So anyway, boys, let's go ahead and wrap it up. That's a piggy bank there in the bank. Like I just asked, audience, what's your favorite final boss? Did you get all those enemies correct? And what was Tavin's thing? I've already forgotten.
The worst video game of all time. What is it?
Oh, what do you think is the worst video game of all time? And
Maybe
how wrong
write
is
them
Tavin?
down as we go about it.
I should. I'll start doing that. I still have my timer going though. I remember to do that.
It's a long episode.
It is a long episode. But anyway, boys, let's go ahead and say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye, everyone.